Robert Kiyosaki is a Japanese-American businessman and author. Kiyosaki is the owner of Rich Global LLC and the Rich Dad Company, two for-profit financial education businesses that use books and videos to teach people about personal finance and business. The company's primary source of income is from Rich Dad seminar franchisees, which are independent contractors who use Kiyosaki's name to deliver seminars. In addition, he is the inventor of the Cashflow board and educational software games for kids and adults that teach business and finance principles. He is the author of over 26 books, including the internationally acclaimed Rich Dad, Poor Dad Personal Finance series, which has been self-published and translated into 51 languages, with over 41 million copies sold worldwide. Kiyosaki shares the valuable lessons he learned from his rich dad, who was not only his best friend's father, but also a successful entrepreneur. He is saying that trying to become financially independent by working for money is not a practical plan in the short term. Instead, individuals should seek out opportunities to gain valuable skills, knowledge, and experience that can be utilized to create wealth. Kiyosaki holds the belief that traditional education systems do not adequately equip individuals with the necessary financial intelligence to succeed in the real world. He supports the idea of learning about finances on your own and highlights the importance of grasping concepts like assets, liabilities, cash flow, and investing. Kiyosaki believes that the main way to become wealthy is by obtaining assets that generate income, like real estate, stocks, and businesses, while also avoiding liabilities that use up resources. Kiyosaki highlights the significance of accepting failure as a necessary part of the journey towards achieving success. He thinks that it is important to take calculated risks and learn from mistakes in order to achieve financial freedom. Individuals can overcome obstacles and take advantage of opportunities by developing a resilient mindset. The Cashflow Quadrant is a concept introduced by Robert Kiyosaki in his book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It helps people understand how they make money and attain financial independence. The system categorizes income earners into 4 groups based on their main source of income: employees, self-employed individuals, business owners, and investors. The connection between the cash flow quadrant and the decision between assets and cash can be summarized as follows. E and S. Focus on managing cash flow and generating immediate income as a top priority. Assets are valuable, but cash is considered the main factor in achieving financial security. B and I. Focus on acquiring and building assets that generate income without requiring active effort. Cash is a tool used to achieve a goal, and investments are given more importance than having immediate access to cash. Keep in mind that the cash flow quadrant is a simplified model, and everyone's situation may be different. However, it can be a useful tool for comprehending various methods of generating income and creating wealth, as well as understanding how individuals prioritize their assets and cash within that context. If you have a lot of cash and it's increasing along with interest rates, you may have to pay taxes on it. This is especially true if you make a lot of money. However, based on your income, you might be eligible for a personal savings allowance, meaning that part or all of it could be tax-free. From a tax efficiency perspective, I adore individual savings accounts, or ISAs. Using an ISA allows you to pay interest on your cash without incurring any taxes. Cash struggles to keep up with other investments in rising markets, which creates a drag on the performance of your entire portfolio. Your cash is secretly being stolen by inflation. Burgers purchased for $5 today would cost $6 next year, which would put pressure on E&S workers who depend on consistent pay. They believe that while it's important to prioritize immediate income, it's also important to diversify into assets that are resistant to inflation, like real estate. Those in B&I who concentrate on accumulating assets that yield revenue have an advantage. Their buying power is preserved by their dividend stocks or rental properties' ability to modify payouts or rents in response to inflation. For E&S, cash is king, but B&I use it to buy assets that outpace inflation and create long-term value. Kiyosaki stated that he is a strong believer in gold and silver as investments because of their capacity to rise in value relative to the US dollar, but he doesn't limit himself to precious metals. Kiyosaki stated that he generally likes commodities, including non-financial assets such as cattle. Cash flow is regarded by Kiyosaki as the key to achieving financial freedom. He contends that, however thrilling, capital gains are ephemeral and dependent on the whims of the market. On the other hand, cash flow functions as a consistent source of passive income from assets like businesses or rental properties, much like a trusty spring. It's dependable and predictable and establishes the basis for genuine riches, which is the autonomy to allocate your time as you like rather than pursuing the next elusive profit. According to Kiyosaki, cash flow represents a stable route out of the corporate world. The road to financial independence isn't paved with overnight riches or get-rich schemes. It's a purposeful path, driven by knowledge and well-considered decisions. Financial education opens doors, much like learning a new language does. Still, knowledge on its own is insufficient. It's time to stop watching and start acting like a strategist. Consider the long term. Is that side business a means to an end, or is it just a transient sugar high? Every choice, including financial planning and investing, should be carefully thought out. Leave the financial darkness behind and enter the knowledge-filled light. Investigate, plan, and assume command. You'll be grateful to yourself later. Together, let's become financially aware. I appreciate you listening, friends. We explored the importance of financial education, the drawbacks of carrying cash, the cash flow quadrant, the power of assets, and the bite of inflation. So never stop learning, planning, and making wise decisions. Please click the subscribe button and press the notification bell to receive more insights if you liked this financial fiesta. Please add your ideas and experiences in the comments section below to continue the conversation. We value your opinion in our pursuit of financial independence.